ITV's game show The 1% Club has become a huge success since it first hit our screens in 2022. Hosted by Not Going Out star, Lee Mack, the primetime program features IQ-style questions based on logic and common sense, as opposed to general knowledge. A total of 100 contestants are slowly whittled down as they attempt to make it to the end and successfully answer a question in 30 seconds, that only 1% of the population can get right in a bid to bag £100,000. However, what viewers don't know about the show is that some of the scenes are actually fake, according to a former contestant, who has lifted the lid on the smash hit series, which she filmed in October last year. Spilling the beans on the program, Heidi Phillips, 49, said she bagged a place on the show after seeing an advert on Facebook and then having a mock 1% style quiz on Zoom. Revealing what really goes on behind the scenes of the series, which is one of ITV's most popular offerings, she claimed some of the scenes were fake, revealing that Lee's jokes are not filmed at the same time as the contestants are answering the questions. Heidi explained, while talking to Fruity Slots, while contestants are answering questions on the tablet, Lee usually takes the time to make a joke to the audience at home. But all his comical parts are filmed later. When we're answering the question, he remains silent. Then he has to be filmed asking the question again and we have to pretend to put our answers in. That was a bit weird! Heidi also said the contestants had to abide by a very strict rule on the show, which, if flouted, would mean they would be forced to hand back any prize money immediately. The contestant, who bowed out of the program at the 35% question, said, "When we got put in our seats in the studio, they gave us the tablets and told us it was important to keep our eyes firmly locked on the screens and not look at each other. There were actually invigilators who go back through the show episode to make sure every contestant plays the game fairly. You could have won the cash prize, but if they go back through filming and see you glanced over at another contestant's screen before answering, you'll forfeit the prize." Heidi added, "That's not happened yet, but it was a stern warning!" Despite the strict warning from producers, Heidi said host Lee is very charming and naturally funny, sharing, "He's honestly really funny. Very naturally funny. He also has banter with the warm-up comedian and creates a nice atmosphere." She also said she'd jump at the chance to go back on the show again and praised the program's staff for going back over the funny anecdotes I'd shared with them and make sure I'd be happy to discuss it on the show if Lee Mack wanted to. Heidi, who also said contestants had to make sure they were dressed appropriately for the show, wearing nothing low-cut, added, "They seemed really concerned about our welfare and us being happy to share things on TV. They really took the time to check in with us," and her advice for anyone wanting to go on the show, who has made it to the audition round: "When they ask you how you will spend the winnings, don't say something boring like paying off the mortgage. Give a really wild question," said Heidi, adding, "I made silly jokes that if I won the prize, I'd spend it on opening a trifle sandwich shop."